Today's trip finds us on Round Valley Reservoir. It's known as the Land of Giants. Big fish lurk in the waters of Round Valley. But unfortunately on this trip, we didn't catch those giants, but we did catch plenty of smallmouth bass with no other than Steve Vullo and Bill Perino. Turned out to be a real fun episode using finesse baits, jigs, blade baits, and tube jigs to catch these smallies. Hey folks, you're watching the Real Deal Fishing Show. We got a surprise treat for you on this episode, Steve Vullo. And where are we fishing, Steve?
What's going on, guys? We're fishing at Round Valley Reservoir, one of the deepest lakes in the state, and hopefully we'll find some of those deep water bass.
We're gonna make it happen, you'll see.
I found Round Valley Reservoir maybe 8 or 9 years ago when my wife and I were just dating. We came here to go camping and we had a debacle of a story. We got lost in the woods for 5.5 hours. We never actually ended up camping. We had to call the park rangers to come and save us, as sad as that is. They came and got us and brought us to Voorhees State Park, where, as some of you have seen, I've discovered Spruce Run Reservoir and have lived there basically since then. But we're back for a little revenge from that trip and from Bill's humbling experience fishing here. Hopefully we'll catch one of the monsters that's lurking in the depths.
Hi folks, Real Deal Fishing Show at Round Valley today. I'm going to try for some of the deeper bass that are in here. Was here about a week ago, wasn't fishing deep enough. They humbled me, so we're back again for a little revenge. Steve is going to put us on some fish at 20, 30, 40, 50, and who knows how deep for these big bass that are here. Drop shots, binskies. So we'll check in with you later and see how we're doing. And again at Round Valley with Steve Vullo, and we're going to be fishing deep today. And you know, deep to me, to a lot of Jersey guys who don't frequent this water, is 10, 20 feet, but we're going to be fishing a lot deeper today, right Steve?
Yeah, I think we're going to focus on the 20 to 30 foot range. There's some stumps and boulder piles a friend of mine told me about. We're going to try to hit up, see if we can get some of the big largemouth. There's some giants in here. There's also big smallmouth, but I just found out that you can catch them in 90 to 100 feet in the summer. I don't know if we'll go that deep. Maybe Binsky Bill over here will take us out there, but I am not familiar with that kind of water.
So we're going to give it a shot and see how we do.
Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, hooking up early. First 20 minutes out here, boom.
Nice little smallmouth, maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Maybe 1.5 pounds, maybe a pound. It's getting smaller as he comes up.
Hey, we'll hold him real close to the camera. That's awesome.
Little guy, little chunk. 1/2 ounce jacked football jig. The Biospawn Vial Craw for a trailer. Hopefully there's some bigger ones coming next.
In the Land of Giants.
Do you want to get the relief?
Yep.
I'll let you want to watch him swim away, or?
Sure.
I mean, the water's clear. You'll see him go for a while, so might as well take advantage of that, right? Maybe not.
Gone.
He had other ideas.
Yeah. It's like, let me get the heck out of here.
So 15 feet about.
So that jig, what are you doing, Steve?
I am dragging, I think there's some scattered rocks and there's some hydrilla down there. So I'm just dragging a 1/2 ounce football jig along the bottom and, trying to see what's down there. It's kind of a learning experience here for all of us. This place is so big and none of us have been here a lot. But the fish kind of started tapping it. Wasn't really committing, and I just let it sit there, and then finally I picked it up and started swimming with it. So let's see if we can repeat that and try to get on a nice little pattern here.
Cool.
I just had one, a pretty decent little smallie on the drop shot down in 16 foot on some scattered weeds, but he jumped through the hook. But it's a good sign.
Another little guy. Again on the jacked football jig and Vial Craw trailer from Biospawn. Seems to be only guys like this are a little bigger, but we'll keep working and try to get some bigger ones.
We're definitely not seeing the Land of Giants, but we're seeing the Land of Smallmouth, right?
Yes.
Nice
Smallmouth
sections.
And rock bass.
Smallmouth bass, you get them on that jig.
Yep. Go get some more.
And what exactly are you doing?
I'm just dragging it on the bottom. I'm not really doing much, and they're very subtly picking it up and, you know, slowly swimming away with it. So we're kind of focusing in that 15 to 20 foot area. Looks like there's some rocks and some weeds. So we'll keep at it, see what we get in a little bit.
On the drop shot, smallmouth. We're looking for a little bigger ones, but hey, I'll take anything I can get. Saw some weeds, so I threw it down there. Off he goes.
And what kind of bait you throwing, Bill?
I forgot what it's called, jackals, real fry, something to that effect. It's all beat up. I'm gonna throw another one on there.
You're being rocked.
Alright guys, so what I'm doing here is using a Biospawn Vile Craw in green pumpkin as a jig trailer. So personally what I like to do, and I mean you can use these whole if you want, but I like to trim them up and kind of turn them into a chunk, is pull these apart. I cut this off, it's entirely up to you, you can keep it if you want. I don't think you need it for this. Then I cut the head off. Well, right here's a line, I guess you can consider this the head of the bait, and then there's a line there. So I cut that off, and then I round out the edges a little bit to stop the skirt from flaring. So you take your jig, you put it on just like any other jig trailer. And then you got that. And why I like the Vile Craw as a trailer and as opposed to some of the other stuff is these legs are a little different. You don't get a flutter, you get a kick. Gives it a little more action and displaces a little more water. So I think it gets me bites when other stuff doesn't. So got a couple fish on it already. Let's see if we can get some more. Alright guys, so about 5 minutes after I talked about the Vile Craw trailer, and oh by the way, this is a Jacked Baits half-ounce football jig. I do not recall this color, but that's alright, just go browse our website. And we just pulled out this guy on it. Not too crazy, maybe about a pound. Nice little smallmouth, and gonna try to get some more, so stay tuned.
Good job, man.
Yeah, on your live.
On our live feed. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. When we're out fishing, you'll see live updates. Oh, on a tube. On a tube jig. Get this guy in the boat. Folks at home catching smallmouth bass. Round Valley Reservoir, we're having a blast. Steve Vullo, thanks for watching this episode. We'll catch you next week on The Real Deal Fishing Show. Yeah. Hey everybody, signing off from Round Valley Reservoir. We had a blast, Steve. Thanks for having us out.
No problem.
Didn't prove to be the land of giants on this trip, but we're going to come back. We're going to do it again. Steve, thanks for having us out, brother.
No problem, guys. Glad you came.
Keep it real. Oh, definitely.
I got Binsky on me.